This is Moroto. With a population of around 17,000, it is the largest town in the Karamoja subregion, one of the most primitive places in Uganda and the entire world. Here, people live much as their ancestors did centuries ago, when stone tools were replaced with bronze and iron. But even in such untamed lands, there is the relentless creep of modernity. Banks and telecom offices now dominate these ancient battlegrounds, and the aged warriors, now too old to fight, sit by the side of the road, carving their ceremonial wooden stools to sell as trinkets to the few tourists and aid workers who visit their impoverished land.
Mata kekete, mata na rapat, gua itu gua,
Thank you.
Oh. Like 5,000, 6,000 is like 1.5 or $2. Because $2 is around like 7,200. So it's like almost $2.
Most of the men use this for sitting and as pillows when you're sleeping.
When you're sleeping, you can use it to put a pillow and sleep on it. Put your head on it.
Yeah.
Doesn't it pain?
Doesn't pain because they're used to.
You used to.
Most of the men use.
It's so high though.
Yeah.
It looks
There are
so
those on that side and lower. Like
Oh.
Okay, those are the ones that are lower, the pillows.
yes.
Okay. And what about these sticks, these long sticks?
Walking stick.
I'm on the phone with a gun. $15,000 for the stick. 15.
Okay.
I think because of the hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, those are, you see how smooth they are and the design, yeah?
Anyway, let's continue.
We good?
Yeah, continue. Yeah. The government of Uganda is making national ID cards for the tribal Karamojong in a yet unsuccessful attempt to bring them into the mainstream.
Yeah.
Okay, so these people are getting... What? Okay, these people are getting the IDs?
Yeah, they're here. Yeah.
This is Moroto's central market. Here, the Karamojong come to sell their goods and pick up supplies like used clothes and tools.
So is this so often that people move with cameras around? No? No. I see people could be like wondering what's going on. Yeah, like what's happening here. A lot of NGO vehicles here. A lot of them. Since we came, I've seen very many of them and different organizations. Yeah, a lot of.
So this one takes you to the market.
This one, deep inside.
That's the central market.
Oh yeah. then you can go direct the other side. What does it go the other side?
Yeah, let's go this way and then back this way.
Okay. You'll have the mountain in the background. Wow. That's so nice.
Many of the people here are foreign merchants. You can distinguish the real Karamojong by their distinct attire. The women wear striped shirts and plaid skirts, a cultural practice they adopted in the 70s when Uganda's former dictator Idi Amin forced them to cover their once bare breasts. Next, we are going deep into the local villages. But first, we head back to the hotel and meet with some motorcycle drivers who can take us there.
We can go.
Okay. The first thing I notice is how green and beautiful this land is. It looks very similar to the US. The occasional mud houses are the only things to remind you that you aren't in Kansas anymore. After about 40 minutes of riding, we come across a little detour from the main highway. We get off our bikes and step back in time. The camera's recording.
Gobo. Why bu biya kanyar tayonga?
A nervous man walks out to meet us. Like in many primitive societies, they start by calling out greetings from outside weapon range to establish trust when meeting unknown people. The Karamoja villagers have been pre-warned of our arrival. Otherwise, we would have been met with arrows or even bullets.
He's a youth chairman.
What kind of crop is this?
This is maize, but still, yeah.
Okay. So, what language do these people speak?
Karamojong.
Do they know English?
Some, yeah.
Swahili?
Swahili, a little bit. English and Swahili. English is like
More?
10%. Swahili is like also 10%.
Okay. Our guide is working on sensitizing this community and reducing their fear of outsiders. Right now, they are wary of foreigners due to the violence they have experienced at the hands of Ugandan authorities and whites during the colonial era who tried to regulate their lifestyle.
So it says most people have gone to the garden. Says it's time for weeding.
Oh.
So what time do they like come back from the
Era merama buntia.
Saya kan kare bangun yo.
So they come at around 1 or 2 from the garden.
Most of the villagers have gone off to their daily work, the men herding the livestock and handling military affairs, the women doing everything else. Despite the harsh and violent lifestyle, the people are quite friendly. An old woman showers us with greetings and blessings. Thank you.
It's a great thing.
Oh, wow, they say a lot of words.
And what is the purpose of these walls?
These are fences for security purpose and also privacy. So if you see how it's built in a way that it's easy to go in and hard to come out. That's why you see it's leaning.
Yeah.
Leaning
So,
inward.
security from humans?
Yeah, security from humans. There's cattle rustling where locals steal animals from each other. And while they do the cattle rustling, there are higher chances of also killing people.
Yeah.
So they can come to a community and maybe they want to kill or raid something in a home. So this helps to protect people. In case they come inside and take the animals in the middle there, then the people are safe.
In here, but so the animals stay out here. This is where the animals.
This is in the middle of the manyatta. This is
yeah,
the manyatta.
this is a manyatta.
Yeah. So in the middle here they keep the animals, keep them safe.
Yeah.
Then these are houses and these are homes of different women.
Ah.
Yeah. So each door, you see it like this is one door.
Yeah.
It's one woman and the children. A man can always have more than one home because they have more than one man. I mean one woman.
Yeah. Okay. So these ones that are blocked means the owners are not around.
Yes, they
can't go in.
lock the door.
Ah. Okay.
So those are the gates
Yeah.
to the compound.
Thorns.
Yeah.
The people use very sharp thorns as gates to their houses.
So there's one that is open. You can go inside.
Oh, this one here. Quite a nice way, you know, to this stuff. Oh.
There's somebody inside there, so we can go inside this one.
We follow him?
Yeah.
The granary.
This is the home of one person. The children, the husband, the wife.
All of them stay here.
These are chairs.
So what is this?
This is a storage building. Slip down, then you can store food up.
Okay, can I see inside?
So you can cook down there, you can sleep down there.
Oh. So this is like kind of like a kitchen.
Like a sleeping place and also kitchen.
The kitchen, yeah. And then up here is where they store.
Yeah, storage is done up here. Oto, why? Apotung deo tolema kemoja kemoja. So she's at home. She has some.
Trying to prepare some beans.
Yeah. This is
That's corn.
that they were trying to remove from the shells. This is the one.
Oh, this is what
These
came
are
out
shells.
of this.
You keep beating like that, and then you.
This one is the out one. So that's how they harvest these beans out from these pods.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the name of these beans?
Oh, English name. Ah, yeah. Agriculture. Meaning smelly feces.
Yeah.
That is it. It's because if you eat it, like, and then you go to the toilet or you fart, the smell is not too.
So pungent?
Yeah, it's very strong smell.
Oh.
So that's why they call it smelly feces.
Interesting.
So the excrete, like what you excrete, is usually so smelly. when
Yes,
you
yes,
eat
yes,
this.
yes. So if you translate locally the name from
Yeah,
the Karamojong straight to English,
English,
that's
like
how it is.
direct translation.
Yes, yes, yes. So it says it's a work of a woman to build
A
a
house?
house like this one.
The man doesn't.
Yeah, everything.
So are these all different houses or?
All this you see built is built by women.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one is for the old woman. She's the one who came to this home and started with this house.
Yes.
Then when the children grow and they give birth, then they have those other ones that they keep building on the sides.
on their own.
The male boy, this one, then the female have more privacy. That's why they put for them a small fence like this.
Okay, so that's where the girls stay. This is
girls
where the
stay.
boys stay.
Boys, yes.
Because for them they need extra privacy.
Yeah, girls need more privacy.
All these houses and other structures are made by the women who make up the vast majority of the population of this tribe.
So if you see down there, those are granaries,
Yeah, those ones, yeah, granaries.
storage.
That's where they store food. Corn, beans, and stuff for long.
When there are visitors and when there's a sitting, this is where they always prefer.
To be inside?
Yeah.
Visitors.
Can I go inside?
Says it's cool inside, you can go and see. And so feel it.
It's true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. It is cool inside.
So why is it cool inside? Why?
It's mostly for sitting. When the visitors come,
Maybe because the less sun gets
like a
in?
chilling area.
this is where the visitors, or if there's any smaller ceremony and there's a sitting in the compound, then this is where they choose to sit.
Okay.
Or if there's alcohol to drink,
Oh, they sit
some
around and
people can
share.
sit around here, mostly men around here, and then they put the alcohol in the middle and they drink.
I'm surprised by how low the temperature is in here. We take the opportunity to sit for a bit and ask our new friend some questions about his unique culture. Okay, so who am I speaking with?
His name's Akobo Jimmy.
Okay.
He's a youth leader in the community here.
Okay. Now, what are some of the challenges faced by young people in this area?
He says one is the water problem. There's a lot of thirst. Then two is the insecurity, because there are cattle rustlers always coming to look for animals. And then three is the issue of the food. There's less food in the community. And then the issue of land.
Yeah. But don't many NGOs work in this area?
There are few NGOs who always come around. It's not many.
Is the work they do effective?
It says in the beginning there was a lot of work put. For example, Weltanga did a lot with the water, where the animals drink from. And then lately there's not much being done.
Is life getting better here or worse?
So it says the life is getting worse because some things are happening. For example, some people come to the land and sell the land without their notice, and it's not the people from the land.
The Karamojong culture is sinking into the abyss. This slow and miserable decline started in the colonial era when British administrators attempted to stamp out their nomadic lifestyle by restricting their movement. This policy led to overgrazing, turning this once lush savanna into an almost barren wasteland. In the 1970s, the situation worsened under Uganda's former dictator Idi Amin, who brutally oppressed them because he saw their traditional lifestyle and nakedness as embarrassing for the country. After Amin's regime fell, the Karamojong raided his barracks and armories for weapons and equipment. Now, their spears and bows have been replaced with automatic weapons. Banditry has become rampant. Casualty rates have skyrocketed, and their once vast herds have been reduced to almost nothing.
All the men in every community believes that all the animals in the world belong to them. So whenever they go and bring the animals, they always bring it back to them. In other words, they're bringing back the animals home. If they find it somewhere else, they always go and collect, they bring it back home.
How often do they raid for cattle?
The cattle rustling is too much. It's almost because it's random, like different communities go and collect animals from different communities. So it's almost like every day it's happening.
Every day?
Yes, from different communities.
Does that turn into like fighting every day?
Yes, if you come and take what is mine, then it becomes a fight because you're forcefully taking what belongs to me. Yeah, so then I have to protect it and bring it back. So in the process of protecting, it ends up being a fight. You might kill some of my people because most people have guns.
Yeah.
So you might kill some of my people, and then when you kill most of my people, I start thinking of revenge. And when I think of revenge, then I also think of coming to your community and I take more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when they attack, how do they attack?
They mostly go for the animals, so they always look for where the animals are kept. So they try as much as possible to break into the place of the animal, then they can take the animals. But then if the people in that community are aware, they can always try to stop them. And while they try to stop them, it becomes a fight.
And they fight with guns?
Yeah, they fight with guns. Most of them have guns, others have bows and arrows.
Okay.
So they always use these weapons.
Okay, so we're trying to find a wife for my friend, Emma. What would the process be?
So it says before the animals were very many. So there were a lot of animals, and then the price was like 200 cows or 150 cows for one woman. So now that the cows have reduced, everybody understands. So the cost for a woman now would come to 100 cows, 50 or 30, accompanied with goats. Yeah.
Now, how do you determine the price, like the dowry? Like, what makes one woman worth 100 and another worth 50?
Bang dia, ikwai ba nyune na tamara. Ebe aberona magna to na tu alan. Aberona magna to ran bioko.
Aberong na etachu angatu anguna lala. Itia na aberongin gogong kama mengara aberong na kalanya na. Kaya buniti ala kala ngolope guni ay. Ngolope angale oriatami mukai kiyar. Ni arai ke na kijong ni pedoria ena kene tungana ni ani na kini moi kara itagini bare kereka to munya pir joko kidong tarai akala ngolope moi ani rauna teng dam ko nei to bonga teng bar na ngolope ilipuni che ko na bo tele palo to ngul pe ngul ni bare ni ni ta chere abaru ngabaru pai ya mario da dang e pebe
So it says the woman who is hardworking, a woman who is very strong, a woman who is from a home that nurtured her very well, and a woman who is from a home that is good-mannered can be paid a lot of dowry because this is a woman who is supposed to come and help the man in their home. And this is a woman who is going to bring progress in that home, sustainability. So, like you said, an example of if they have cows in that home, then the woman will always try to multiply what they have. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now if someone doesn't have cows, can they pay the dowry with money, cash?
Ani ala Karamojong. Mamu nga chama kanda nga karong na. Angi ko ya tadang ne bokoy. Na hakile. Eh.
So it says, according to the tradition, it's not allowed to use only money to pay a woman, because during the marriage ceremony, there should be something that shows that the woman has been paid for, and there should be some animals that they can use for doing the traditional part of the marriage. So, for example, the animal to get the milk from, the animal that in the tradition there is that time when the men always have to come and take the animals to the other side. So all this need cows to be there. But then if the people don't have enough cows, they can bring whatever cows that they have, and then they can now count the other remaining cows in cash.
Okay.
But at least there should be cows that show the tradition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do the Karamojong people marry from other ethnic groups?
Arigamunyo, arigam apatong Karamojong, turiamoto ngabero. Alo tesoda. Anaji, alo dodo. Eh.
So it says Karamojongs can get women from outside Karamoja. So he gave an example of when the Karamojongs used to move as nomadic pastoralists, because they could always move as far as Tesoland, because Tesoland is outside Karamoja. They could always get married also there, or marry a woman from there and bring back home. So, and he says even the people who have gone to school, the modern people now, the modern Karamojongs, they also still go ahead and marry from outside Karamoja. So the only thing that happens when Karamojongs marry is that if a man marries a woman, you have to bring the woman home. And if a woman marries a man, the woman can follow the man to their home.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Okay. The Iteso,
Iteso.
they have a similar culture, right?
The Iteso and the Karamojongs are almost, the culture is similar.
Yeah.
Because when the Karamojongs came, they came all the way from Ethiopian highlands through South Sudan and then to Kenya. The Turkana in Kenya is related to us.
Yeah.
So to Karamoja. So why the Karamojongs are called the Karamojongs is because they were old and tired to move on. So the ones who were strong and they moved on are called the Iteso, because they went and they didn't come back. So we thought they are now graves. That's what the Karamojongs thought about the Iteso, because they have gone and they haven't come back. Ates in Teso language is grave, which means they have gone and they have not come back. Maybe they have died. Maybe they are buried now there.
Okay. Though the language is similar.
Yes, the language is similar.
Okay.
So if you say in Teso, they say Biaibo is how are you? Ejokuna, fine. In Karamojong, Ejoka, Ejok. Ejoka is how are you? Then fine is Ejok.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's that similarity.
Ejoka?
Okay.
As the kids come closer, I notice they smell strongly of alcohol. A crude beer is the staple food here, both for adults and their children. Next, the youth leader shows us where the animals are kept and the fortifications they use to protect against enemy raids.
So at night, are there people who guard this place?
The young guys. The soldiers are outside.
Oh, the other soldiers.
But the men are also inside.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is the major kraal.
This is where they keep the goats at night.
Flies are giving you a real hard time.
This is now the kraal.
Here.
And now, the most fortified area of the village, the cow corral, which is basically like their bank.
Inside the animals?
Yes.
Around
the animals with the padlock.
Okay.
So that it gives them hard time.
So by the time they are untying, someone can easily come and reach up to them.
Even the dogs will bark.
Ah, okay.
Guns are illegal in Uganda, so they are unwilling to show us their best weapons on camera. But in the right hands, a short bow can be just as effective at close ranges.
It's also for, it says it's also for hunting.
Oh, okay.
So if you get wild animals, you can always use this.
Yeah.
Can I try it?
So now one from this one can go and marry the other one.
It is now 2 p.m., and the villagers have returned from their work in the nearby fields. We follow the sounds of domestic activity to explore the rest of the manyatta.
There are a lot of young girls.
This is sunflower they are frying.
What do they use when they fry? After?
They use for eating.
Oh, they eat it? Like snacks, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So this is what they are planning to cook. This is pumpkin leaves.
Okay.
And then that is, pumpkin. Then this is beans.
Now that the women have returned, they start domestic tasks like cooking.
Yeah, choroko, I know, I've never tasted
So
choroko.
these pumpkin leaves are the ones
Yeah,
that
it looks familiar.
you see the leaves here?
I see it.
The real plants on the side.
You're gonna test this?
And I know sunflowers anyway.
Like testing the seeds. Have you ever chewed them? These ones are fried for chewing, just like snacks.
Is it almost ready?
Yeah, I think it's ready because they asked if we wanted to try it out.
Something very interesting about the villagers is that they freely offer their food without asking for anything in return.
So you're chewing sunflower seeds, and how do they taste?
Very nice and salty.
Oh, salty. Oh, so they add in some salt. Okay.
Unlike many Africans, they have not yet adopted the begging and dependency culture. My guide, who is sensitizing these people to foreigners, cautions me not to be overly generous with them to prevent this toxic mindset from taking root. Let's keep moving. Yeah. While it is easy to pity tribal people, I think that comes from a place of arrogance. You are not better than them just because you have a modern lifestyle. No one is privileged. Everyone is equal. Let's keep visiting different...
Yeah. Wow, I love the sunflower.
Yeah, very salty. Huh?
Nice. But when there is a fence, does it mean you can go in?
Hello.
Wow.
Yeah, so these are businesswomen.
Kera nga ko mano ya uturo to yo na rwani bane. To ko gina ya don haji.
This is a fermented beverage.
So that is tobacco they're making. Tata.
It's the one they use.
Hello,
in the
Eda.
milk.
So they get tobacco leaves. Then they grind and they get some soda ash.
Mix in it. Soda ash. Is soda ash safe for sniffing?
This is the one. The one that you put.
Ah, this is sodium bicarbonate.
Yeah, so you crush it, then you put inside the tobacco. Then you can sniff.
And it's
Is
so
this one
powerful.
ready? Is this one ready to be used?
Yeah, this is ready.
It's ready.
Can I buy some from her?
Bang it, yeah. Logba, imagine I did logo. So get una wana. Yeah, you can now buy from her. One more idea.
Sorry, man. Take it slow. Are you okay?
Oh, it burns.
It burns?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how strong it is. You know what kills you what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So that's the stuff. Okay. Oh, that's how they pull it off, right? Okay. That's a nice skill. Huh? Bro, are you fine?
How much do I owe her?
How much does she need for that?
I feel good. Tell her I feel good.
So how much? How much does it need?
Wow.
You feel good, bro?
My vision is like 3D.
Blurry, yeah? Oh, 3D. Man, that is so crazy. 3D. Oh my god.
How do I say thank you? Alakara.
Yeah, asante sana, yeah.
With every compound we visit, we gain new followers. Alakara.
Man, how was that?
Yeah, it's strong. Very strong. Maybe I took too much.
Maybe you took... I wanted to try it, but you scared me. I even just lost.
It's not bad. I just wasn't expecting it. I'm not used to...
Sniffing?
Yeah. Little do I know, I am also suffering from untreated malaria. It is very difficult to continue because I am rapidly losing energy.
Which one? Oh. What is it? Hello.
Okay, so this is the local pillow they use. It doesn't look very comfortable to us, but to them, this is maximum comfort. Alakala.
He's having a problem with the legs.
Oh,
That's why you see the sticks on the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alakala is thank you, right?
Yeah.
Alakala. Alakara. Lame, yeah. Our guide stays back for a few minutes to give some encouraging words to the crippled man. It is not easy to be disabled in a society like this. Thankfully, he has a big family and many children. In every house we see something new.
Yeah, something.
Let's continue. Even in a primitive place like this, you will come across families who take more pride in their environment than others. Okay, she's running away. Notice how much cleaner this compound is compared to the others. Hi, Joke.
Ito tapay kan? Kona. She's showing you a high five.
How does? What? Make your back become flexible. Every time you have to bend down.
Everywhere we go, we gain new followers.
Yeah. How do they say?
So what is this?
This is the beans.
Okay. Before they sort them.
Yeah. Ito ko hale dia lo. Aba. Ngade polo ko na. Ito ko.
What is these leaves?
This is some vegetable called ebo in the local language.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
They are now sorting them. They hope to cook.
That's a newborn baby, yeah?
They put what is the necklace in the waist? What does that symbolize? The necklace the baby has.
They have like on the hands and on the neck.
When you are not speaking to the cocoa, borena na kan, nege kanachir, odokole kanachir.
Baby dan Karamoja.
So what are they saying?
Traditionally for beauty.
For beauty. Oh, okay.
And also traditionally it's advisable to make them
Okay.
protect them.
Oh, from the spirits, as you said. Okay. So they have opened the runners. You think they were like taking out some stuff? I think so.
We come across some men, and if you haven't noticed, they're quite rare in this community.
Hey,
Joke.
how are you?
I'm good.
Eh, me hungry, eh?
Huh?
Me hungry.
Me too.
Yeah. Yo.
Karamojong culture exempts men from domestic work, but it is not an unearned privilege. They are responsible for herding and protecting the cattle, defending the tribe, and raiding other tribes for livestock.
They're hoping to start taking alcohol.
Okay.
You say you are drinking the booze.
The booze.
We say you are drinking the booze.
Ah, okay. I like the hat. Very good. Yeah. It's very good. I like Allah.
Araba. Ajawa. Aduh. Sekarang lagi dia.
As we exit the manada, we hear a whistle. The village leaders are calling the young people to a ceremonial dance, which they do every Sunday, especially when they have visitors. The people are so friendly, too.
Depends. If it was a total stranger, then there'll be a lot of resistance.
Oh, we're back. The youth leaders have put on their best attire. My guide tells us the history of this fashion.
To go to the army barracks and they access the guns and the uniforms. So that's the dressing that they got used to. And then later when the new president Museveni came, they did the disarmament and they also made the things of the army very illegal.
Yeah, no one is supposed to dress.
So when they took away from the local people, then they started like it became part of their dressing that they always have this shirt, the army shirt, and then the local fabric.
Okay.
But then when they took it away, then they now started looking for things
Something
that are
that
related to that
look
because
like
they were
a
the best shirts
uniform.
that they could ever have. Yeah. So this is how these shirts also came to the community.
Okay.
So when a local goes to town to look for a shirt to wear, this is the one they look for.
Okay.
Something like uniform.
The women have also changed into their best clothing, striped shirts and a plaid skirt called the nakatukok, which has unknown origins. Each color and pattern symbolizes different things like age, status, and wealth. So what's the procedure?
They use those bells.
Oh, the one at the time.
Normally they start from Eno.
Wow.
Huh?
Normally they start from Eno where they can get the vibe from.
Oh, the formation.
So, like what you're saying,
Yeah.
they normally always start with anything that can make them catch the vibe.
They're just talking.
There they go. There they go.
Like they're coming from there.
Before starting the dance, the men and the women joke with each other and play games to get into the proper mood. Because they live very simple lives, games like this are hugely entertaining for them, and they enjoy themselves almost as children would. Now, the men and the women form into groups to play tug of war. The women win easily. But the men demand a rematch. Some of the men seem confused about which team they are on. Have these Karamoja warriors finally got their act together? No, another easy win for the ladies. Now the dancing starts. The teenagers and young kids watch as the adults enjoy themselves. They form into a circle and perform the traditional jumping dance called edonga, the most important part of the ceremony. Traditionally done on full moons or on Sundays, In Christian communities, edonga is a courtship dance, serving as a venue for young men and women to meet each other and form friendships or relationships. As they dance, the last warriors return with the animals for the night. The girls who are too young to participate take this as an opportunity to practice. Even my Ugandan tour guide catches the vibe. They will continue dancing like this deep into the night, but we have to go soon. I pull the youth leader aside to take some pictures and leave him with a token of our appreciation. He immediately gives the cash to his wife. So, why do you give the money to her?
A woman is more trusted than a man, so that's why he prefers to give the woman the money, so that the woman can take care of the money, and there are higher chances that the money can stay longer. And if there is any planning, the woman can always plan with the money. And then if there is a need for him to get the money, he can always go back to the wife and say something small for this, and the woman can always decide for him. For a man to keep money, there are higher chances that the man can just use the money to drink with the friends. So why it's good for the woman is because there is some small respect for money. So then when he takes a little bit of it, there are higher chances that he cannot think of taking it without a reason. So he has to give reasons why he's taking the money. So it takes a long time to get the money, and then sometimes the woman can even ask, like, what did you use the money for? So there is more responsibility to the money than when he keeps the money by himself.
Okay. Thank you. Alakala. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out more of my long-form documentaries about Africa, 2 of which are listed on the right and left of your screen. I'll see you in the next video.